What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox Game Week 9 review part 2. If you haven't checked part 1 out, go check it out. It was released yesterday where we covered the Friday and Saturday games, and today we're going to be covering the Sunday games. So if you are new, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let's get straight into the video. All right, let's start with entirety of basically the Sunday games. Oh my gaze. What a disaster. I ended up on like 40 points. Honestly, only 40 points I had. It was so disappointing in terms of what happened for game. Like the defenders except for Tarkovsky was a disappointment. The attack just did not turn up. They just decided not to turn up at all. None of them. Roden was the highest point scorer for my entire team, and he was on my bench, unfortunately. And that means we got a red arrow. We went from 1.3 to 1.7 million. So hopefully we can bounce back again in game week 10. But yeah, we'll talk about the games. Let's start off with Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. And who else is going to score the goal apart from your ex-player who just came, who just joined a new team? Eze with the only goal scorer. Gabriel was the talk of this game, where before we were not sure whether he was going to play or not. Instead, he does play. He keeps a clean sheet and he gets 3 bonus points. Because still my best pick for if you wanted a defensive player, he's still the best pick from an Arsenal option, to be honest. So he managed to get the points. Where at one point I was hoping he didn't play, but it's fine. He still came on, got max points as much as possible. Was very close to a DEFCON as well. One shot of a DEFCON, unfortunately. Apart from that, nothing really to add in this game. Like, it was a very tight game. I mean, Arsenal just kept it tight. In terms of XG, neither of them created even one goal. 0.92 versus 0.45. I mean, nothing too much to talk about it overall. Palace, obviously, I wasn't expecting too much. I did expect Arsenal to potentially keep a clean sheet because their defense has just been elite and it continues to be elite. However, Palace are about to go on a good run of fixtures. And this is where you'd want to start buying your Palace players. Looks like Mateta is going to rise again. I've already made my transfers early. Probably shouldn't be doing it, but I've made some transfers. You guys will see it on the team selection stream, probably on Thursday or Friday. But yeah, good set of fixtures upcoming for Palace, so definitely worth looking at. Meanwhile, that's basically from that game. There's nothing really to add on to it. We move to Aston Villa versus Man City. Again, another game where nothing too much to say in terms of, like, there were quite a few on the line clearances from both sides. Like, the defending was there from both sides, but not too much in terms of converting into their attacking threat. Matty Cash, good goal, to be honest, but again, nothing too much to add from this one as well. Like, it's like the entire Sunday games, like, nothing really happened. Look at the XG numbers: 0.81 from Aston Villa versus 1.18 for Manchester City. Now, this is a good win for Aston Villa, obviously, who are about to play Liverpool next, and Liverpool haven't been in the best of form. So for those of you who are looking again to buy some Aston Villa players, it's from game week 11 onwards that I would potentially think about it, not from game week 10. So if you did want some Aston Villa players, that's probably when you'd want. However, picking, I guess Morgan Rogers is the one that you'd ideally want from Aston Villa, but then again, defensively, maybe Matty Cash could become an option. But that would be, I don't think I would do that for Bournemouth though. Probably from Leeds onwards. Although he does have the attacking threat, which he has proved in a couple times this season already. So maybe he is one. Him and Morgan Rogers are probably the ones that I would, if you were looking for Aston Villa players at this moment, that I would probably go for. City, poor. Reinders, absolutely disappointing. Got hooked at the 76 minutes as well. Honestly, he's also gone as part of my transfers that I've done. So only Haaland that I'd want from the City team, no one else. But he also didn't have the best of days, to be honest. Then we move on to Bournemouth versus Forest. Comfortable win for Bournemouth. Krupi Jr. back at it in terms of the points. Semenyo didn't really do much in this game. Senesi, unfortunately, as usual, he gets his customary yellow card. How many yellow cards has this guy got so far? I think he's very close to a suspension, if I'm not mistaken. He has had, oh no, he's had only 3 yellow cards. Feels like in the last 2 games he's got 1 each. No wonder. Um, but he still managed to get a clean sheet. Petrovic kept a clean sheet, also with 4 saves and got 1 bonus point because of that as well. So Krupi Jr. for a budget striker. Now we mentioned 2 budget strikers yesterday in terms of Danny Welbeck and Thiago. Krupi Jr., if he continues to maintain minutes, looks like he should be, even if Evanilson was to come back. This guy has been scoring in the goals. I don't see why he should get dropped. The next 2 are hard, but after that, it's 3 good fixtures. You could say Aston Villa from attacking point of view is not too bad as well. But those next 2 are away games as well, which is a bit of a pain. But after that, 3 amazing fixtures that you might want him for if he is available. Forest, disappointing. Sean Dyche has a lot of work to do in terms of how he organizes this team, because there are defensive problems there. In terms of XG, like we mentioned it on the weekend deadline stream as well, that they didn't really create too much XG against Porto, like non-penalty XG. They had like 0.49 or something, and in this game they had 0.35, even worse. Bournemouth also not up to their high standards, 0.59 XG as well. So like so far, have we even seen more than 1 XG? We probably did in the City game, but like even then, like it's been very low scoring numbers XG wise on Sunday. And then we go to Wolves versus Burnley. Burnley did beat Wolves. Wolves are in problems. Wolves are having problems, like in terms of relegation. They're going to be struggling, but they do concede a lot of goals as well. Foster back in the goals. So hopefully minutes for those of you who own Foster as a cheap option. Maybe West Ham, you can probably start him in that game. Arsenal, don't expect too much. Fleming at the double. However, I probably wouldn't go for him as well, because Arsenal next week, don't expect too much. From Wolves' point of view, just avoid overall is what I would say. Nothing really else to add, to be honest, in terms of that. Hartman and Fleming, both Hartman with double assist and Fleming with the double goals for this game. In terms of XG numbers for this game, what was it like? It was at 2.28 for Wolves and 1.43 for Burnley. You could say that Wolves, this is one thing that I've been mentioning about Wolves for quite often. Their finishing has been poor. Like I've mentioned a couple times already, their chance creation is there. It's just that finishing is just disappointing, and once again kind of proves it. Obviously, the pen from Stan Larsen is a large XG number. It's like, where is it? 0.79, but still, they still created enough to at least get 1 or 2. This one, however, Muntesi, he got that one. What was this? Yeah, 0.33 from Arias as well. Couple chances that they could have gone and said maybe they should have done slightly better. But yeah, Wolves struggling team to target. Moving on, the final game. Oh, how disappointing I was. The only thing, okay, let's start with Everton. I think Ndai is probably the only good player from Everton that you'd want at this moment. Sunderland next. Away from home, Sunderland have been playing well. I expect Sunderland to do well for the upcoming game week as well, to be honest. And I won't be surprised if Sunderland do manage to keep a clean sheet as well. And it's mainly down to the fact that it's not that Ndai is a bad asset in this one. His supporting cast in terms of his striker partner is just bad. I just don't think Beto is that great. And there were so many chances where you just go, if he had a better striker, maybe you'd be seeing a bit more points from Ndai. He was also too short of defensive contributions as well in this game, which is a bit disappointing, because he's pretty, like when it comes to defensive contributions, he's pretty good at it, like in terms of getting it, or at least getting very close to it. So he's not, I'm not too worried in terms of owning him continuously. Even if I haven't decided whether I want to start against Sunderland or not, but Fulham I might potentially start, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Ndai, not too bad overall. Everton as a whole, kind of disappointing. Tarkowski, for the value Tarkowski is at, he's very disappointing. I think I might move him out very soon, maybe this week or even next week. Potentially, I might look to move Tarkowski out. But yeah, overall, pretty poor game week. Even this one, I think this one, I should mention from a Spurs point of view, Van der Ven, man. I'm so sorry for anyone who ended up having him on the bench because, oh my days, I think the last time also we were thinking of benching him. He went and scored 14 points. Now, the next set of fixtures, you do not expect Van de Ven to keep a clean sheet at all. Maybe the Fulham fixture. I do not expect any clean sheets from the others until game week 14. Even Brentford, I don't probably expect. So, I don't know what you guys do with Van de Ven, to be honest. I'm not really sure what to do because he's a set piece threat, definitely, but he's not going to keep any clean sheets against these teams. United are pretty weak at set pieces. Maybe you can probably play him in that one. But Arsenal are going to be a tough game. Chelsea set pieces, you never know. You might get lucky a bit in that one. So, yeah, I mean, Van de Ven, the only bright spark from this entire Spurs team, if you're looking at having any type of Spurs players. Richarlison obviously got the assist, but minutes are gone, so it is what it is. And Pape Maddisa only a couple of minutes as well. So, yeah, I mean, only Van de Ven from Spurs that you'd want at this moment. Everyone else, I think, is probably a sell because fixtures are not great. Even Van de Ven, I think you could potentially sell. Depending on which player you're looking to buy. If you're looking to buy some Palace players as well, I mean, Van de Ven's not a bad player to look at potentially selling this week. Alright, so that's it. That's how it looks like. Let me know how you went. Did you get a green arrow? Did you get a red arrow? Let me know in the comments. Hopefully you got more than me, so let me know in the comments as well. Make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe. Check out yesterday's video. That was actually a lot more to talk about because that a lot more happened actually. Unfortunately, in this week, there was nothing really that happened. In terms of content, we'll be having a team selection stream either Thursday or Friday, and then deadline stream. This time will be probably a 1 hour deadline, just 1 hour before the deadline. We won't be having a usual 2 hour deadline streams instead. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you all later.